Hey, so I don't know. We're doing another one of these. We being me, because nobody actually watches the channel, but it's a helpful outlet for me to throw this stuff out there, and then just I don't know, helps me bother my girlfriend less with it. I think, um, but I think right now some of the systems that we have set up are like we are preparing for the extinction of the human race. Not in like a roundabout way or like a by accident way. Um, I don't know. We have these people that claim to be thinking in the long term. Um, these tech people, they're thinking about we're going to Mars. Can't wait to get to Mars in 5 years, and then in 5 years it's actually 10 years, and 10 years is actually 15 years. But they're thinking in the short term for right now. For right now, they're thinking in the short term, and then for the future, they're thinking in the long term. Like they're moving towards all these long term goals by just destroying current reality. Um, like education is fucked. Like kids are way behind. Um, so for one, the teachers aren't getting paid enough. Two, schools are understaffed, and three, it's really hard to keep going with the same curriculum that's been happening for so long when kids' attention spans are fucking cooked. Like like their dopamine systems are fucking fried from these programs. Like it's not that these kids suck and they're terrible. It's that their dopamine systems are literally fried. They cannot get the motivation to do certain things in school because they don't have those reserves of dopamine because they engage in such other higher dopaminergic activities than doing schoolwork. Um, so kids are falling apart. They're falling apart. I think our generation will be probably the last generation. Um, not the last generation. I think we will be the generation that has to pick up the slack from the millennials, from Gen X, and for what is it, Gen Alpha? I don't. I think it's Gen Alpha. I don't fucking know. Whatever the young kids are, we have to be picking up the slack for those kids. Um, because they're gonna have to get like re-educated. Like we can't have people going to the workforce with these, like, with this lack of skills. Like there's never been a generational gap like this. Like this shit is actually crazy. Um, I don't know. It's just that, along with the fact that we're just absolutely fucking pillaging the climate. Like I don't know. You have these people, these Silicon Valley people or whatever, these venture capitalists, whatever the fuck they are, with their Twitter accounts, and they're talking about how our world is cooked, so that's why we need to look towards Mars. If we stopped fucking frying the world by using AI, like pumping methane gas into fucking cities in the Midwest so that we can power fucking grok AI hentai porn or whatever. If we stopped like just going through like fucking trillions of gallons of water or whatever, the world would be less fucked. And then this is all portrayed as some arms race against China. I cannot help but think that China doesn't give a fuck. If we just did, if we just acted like a normal goddamn country and weren't imperialist, I don't think China would give a fuck. Of course, they want to be a global superpower, but regardless of what we do right now, the US dollar is already being replaced by the yuan. So I don't fucking know. Like, it's just, we're like doing all these things that are so terrible for fake reasons, completely fake reasons. If we actually wanted AI to progress to some attainable level, we would need like things out in real life to like gain sensory information. Like robots won't be able to do a lot of the jobs that people do, um, for a very long time. Of course, we're cutting people out from a lot of jobs. Like, there's the fucking screens at McDonald's, which I use. That's the crazy thing. I know it's terrible for the world, but I use them because I think on the short term, I know that employee doesn't want to be bothered by me being like, I'll get 10 McNuggets. I know they don't want to be bothered by that, so I use the fucking screen, and then that devalues their job. Um, I don't know. I don't. I'm not sure what the fuck is gonna happen in the long term, but I we need to have some type of like ideological awakening with our generation. Because these millennials, these Gen Xers are fucking out of their minds. They're out of their fucking minds. I'm telling you, bro. Not all of them, of course. There are normal people there, but like there are people who do not like these very hyperbolic Silicon Valley types. Um, they don't derive any enjoyment from actual life. Like, so they cannot understand why somebody wouldn't sacrifice the present moment for some like future sci-fi world where they like fucking froze their brain um so that they could like be a part of it and get uploaded to the fucking supercomputer later because they think they're so smart. um if these people actually went outside, like, I'd be having bad days, I'd be having shitty weeks, shitty months. I like terrible anhedonia for like week spans at a time. Like hugging my girlfriend, looking at a fucking maple tree when it's sunny out, fucking touching moss, putting my feet on a carpet when they don't have socks on. Those things, those are not understood by these people. They don't understand the joys of actual life. Their whole frame for the present and the future is a fiction. It's a fiction. It's complete fiction. That's why we have these people that are so obsessed with these ideas of humanoid robots. It's stupid. A humanoid robot is fucking dumb. Like, it's going to be way too fucking hard to make. If they actually wanted to make something productive that wasn't just for show, it would not be a fucking humanoid. And I did like this is a whole different thing, but the the concept the concept art for the fucking like charter city that they're gonna put in Palestine or whatever, that shit looks like a fucking Black Ops 2 map. It looks like a fucking Black Ops 2 map. These people do not have they're they're using the imagery of the future in place of like actual progress. I cannot like I don't know how to explain this well, but it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like, we do not have a future anymore. It's just ideas of the future from the past taken to now, and then they're always executed poorly. They're always executed poorly. It's just I'm not sure where we are going to end up. I've probably said that 3 times already, but I don't know. So if you're in my generation, the most important thing you can do is educate yourself when you can. If you work for a large company, you should be taking advantage of that company at every single turn, working with your employees to make their days better, but taking advantage of that company every single time you can. Steal shit from them, don't give a fuck. Like, accidentally break something, don't report it. Like, this is not the time for being a good worker or like a good employee. Get your fucking bag, do as little as humanly possible, and get the fuck out. Like, these companies don't need anymore. They barely even need you. Like, if say you're working at Amazon, like the turnover rate for employees at Amazon is fucking crazy. Like they've cycled through like almost all of the people that could be fucking hired by them. It's crazy. Along with that, I don't know, just try your best to have compassion for people. Especially, I've witnessed in my own life people that prescribe to these like fucked up ideologies, because like they're lost or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure why, or stubborn. Um, God knows I'm stubborn, but if they're not all the way up there, they're not like the enemy. It's important to call them on bullshit. It's very important to call them on bullshit because you don't want this ideology to spread. But just work with the understanding that they are like they're being propagandized. Like a Republican is being propagandized. Because they really think, like in their mind of minds, they really think that like an immigrant is the reason why they can't buy a house. Um, and even if the logic of that does not make sense to you or I, it does make sense to them. Like clear cut. I don't understand why else they would do it, other than racism. Some of them just fucking racist. And if it comes to that, you can just be like, I fucking hate you, dude. Like I'm not gonna talk to you ever again. But to the people that do matter, we need to be kind. We need to be honest. And we need to be upfront. Upfront. That is very important. Tell people what's going on in your life. The problems that we all have are very similar. They're a lot more similar than you would like to think. Like, I talked to a friend of mine recently. We were talking about how weed is too strong. And I'm not sure that this problem is connected to most other things, but weed is so psychoactive now. Like, I get high, I start fucking freaking out a little bit. And I just cannot believe, like, I have smoked homegrown weed, and I had a fucking fantastic time. I had a wonderful time. I felt funny. I was giggly. I was like eating fucking chips like a fucking like 90s movie stoner character. I was like, like, it was nice. So you gotta think, why do these problems fucking exist? Like, no, it's not just because I am individually crazy. My friend also has noticed this. And if you do some research, it's studied. I mean, the CBD to THC ratio, the THC is increasing, and that's what's making people fucking tweak. And I don't know why somebody would do that, but that problem, something that once felt very isolating to me, I was like, dude, am I low key like schizophrenic? And I'm sure I probably am a little bit, but to talk to him and realize that issue is common among the both of us made me feel less of an individual, and not in a bad way, and less alone. Because I think we've been driven into individualism as this, like, consequence of capitalism. Look at this guy, he read the Marx book. But we have to do this productivity. We have to cut out friends in your circle that aren't achieving anything. You have to fucking you have to love a girl for the fact that she has looks like her social. You have to love a girl for her social capital. Like it's all of this is so fucking isolating. And also like the concept of like mine and yours, like this is like I've witnessed people be possessive of me, and it's like dehumanizing to myself, and it takes away friendships. So I'm going in a fucking circle here, but we really need like good bonds between most people in the working class. And the working class includes a lot more of us than you think, dude. If you're going to a fucking job, if you have hours, you're working class. Like, for the most part. Um, but it's just this shit is fucking ridiculous. Um, and we need the fortitude as a group of people to be able to withstand some of the shit that's gonna happen. And I'm scared that we don't right now. I think maybe once shit gets real, we'll pull it together. But um, I don't know. We just we're such a fractured generation on so many lines. Um, like there's always been this fucking gender war going on. Like women just want money. Fucking or they only date guys for looks. They're never gonna date a stupid chud like me. Um, or like on the women's side, like men only use us for their bodies. They're all fucking pigs, and they don't have empathy. It's like grow the fuck up, both of y'all. Jesus Christ. I just, I don't get it. And then Republicans and Democrats, they they both, at least in the things that we should actually be talking about politics, they want the same shit. They want affordability. They want to be able to buy a house. They want fucking unions. Republicans, for the most part, kind of like unions. They don't realize that that is like one of the farthest left things that is in the fucking political conversation today. And it's just, I don't know. We're so, guys, we're so divided right now. We're so divided. Um, but we're like so splintered. Um, and I have to believe that there's going to be something unifying, because it is clear that there are forces beyond our control. Using that splintering of the class to their benefit. Like, just simple as that. I mean, like, I've wondered why so many posts or things that I like as sort of like a leftist are even shown on social media. Like, if they're owned by people with these political agendas and stuff. Is it free speech? No, because sometimes they take down stuff about what Israel's doing. But it's useful for them. You need that discourse. You need everybody to think that everybody hates each other. Then the other side is stupid, that they don't know what they're talking about. So regardless of what your ideas are and what you're doing on social media, it is being used as a tool to like anger you and to separate you from the world. And that's happening to kids. It's happening to people's children. That's happening to students of mine. Friends. I don't know. I'm hoping for a solution. And we can't let them take fucking Greenland. Don't let them take fucking Greenland. I don't know. That's like worst case scenario. I'm letting y'all know right now.